I understand. In order for me to become black, I have to work hard at it. And I'm willing to do the time. Yeah. I took the first opportunity I could. Bought myself a plane ticket from South Africa, and I said, I'm going out to America. I'm going there, and I'm going to be black. And I got on that plane. It was an 18-hour flight, 18 hours of non-stop flying. And I sat there in my chair, and I spent every moment practicing being black, just practicing. I was like, I'm not going to mess up this black opportunity. I just sat there, just working through everything. I was watching every black movie and TV show, just going through it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Yeah. What you talking about, Willis? I was grinding it. You laugh, but 18 hours of flying, and I landed in JFK, and I was fluent in my black American. For shizzle my nizzle. I was walking around. I was so black, I was even laughing black. I was like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. My man. Ha, ha. Should have seen me. It was like, oh, this you? That has to be the personification of cool, in my opinion. There's nothing cooler. Black Americans are so cool. They can make you feel good about yourself just by asking if you are you. You don't believe me? Get a black American man to come up to you and just be like, hey, yo, this you? Nah, this you? And you'll be like, I think it is. It's magic. I was that black. Not just any black, but the coolest black in the world, and that's American black. I can say this with confidence, being from Africa. I know black. I'm well versed in the arts of black. I'm from the black factory. I mean it. I've seen every kind of black, from light black all the way to like navy blue black. I know black. And there's no cooler black than American black. Nothing cooler, you know? Because American black people, I mean, you just look at how much they've done to influence modern day pop culture, you know? Small things and the big alike. You look at the music. You've got, jazz, hip hop, R&B, all black Americans, style of clothing, just this general swag that they've brought to everything. Even small things like walking. I mean, walking is such a mundane activity, isn't it? It's just very, there's nothing cool about this thing. You just move from one place to the next, and pretty much everybody can do it. This is it. There's nothing. And then black Americans came along, and then they just added in that bounce, and all of a sudden you look really cool. You just, you look like you have a purpose. You've just got that. Yeah, look at this. It's super cool. And it must be hard for an assassin to kill you. Just like. That's why if you look in American history, no black man was ever assassinated whilst walking, ever. So it was when they stopped and said something. Bang! That's when they went, because they got to walk. That's why if you look, Obama, every time he comes out of the jets or makes a speech, he's always just got that little bounce just before. Because in his head, he's like, you never know. Got to walk. It's a cool walk. And by far, the coolest thing of all is the talk. I've listened to black Americans, and it's the most amazing use of the English language I've ever come across in my life. Because they pay no regard to punctuation whatsoever. Just cruise through sentences. It's fantastic. First time I had a conversation with a black American man was in Baltimore, Maryland. This guy walked up to me after the show. He didn't even walk. He just floated in. He just came up to me and was like, hey, yo, babe. Hey, yo, let me holler at you for a minute, man. Let me holler at you. I said, okay. He's like, man, I ain't even gonna front, man. I came out here, dude. I didn't even know who you was, man. I didn't even know. I was out here at the show. I bought my girl. We was out there. You came out there and you were doing your thing. I was like, yo, man, I didn't even know they got them yellow bones out there in the motherland, man. I was like, yo, this kid better be funny, man, but I ain't gonna lie. You came out there, you was keeping it coming, keeping it moving. You was just beasting. I was like, all right, man, maybe this kid is the truth, yeah? This kid was doing his thing. He was keeping it out there. I started laughing. My girl was killing herself. I was like, all right, this mofo got flow for show. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, I don't. But I love it. It's the most amazing use of English I've ever come across in my life. Just that one word alone. Just the strength of that. Nah mean. Do you know what I mean? You nah mean. It sums it all up, doesn't it? It's just, neither question nor statement. It's just, like, why have we been wasting our time with syllables for so long? I don't understand. It was a crazy day today, you know what I mean? Yo, that shit was crazy, you know what I mean? It just flows, it's magical. It says it all. I feel like I've wasted years of my life without nah mean. I wish I could go back in time and relive my favorite moments, watch my favorite movies again, seeing them bring to life. This is Sparta! Nah mean! Power. Just give it something, I want to take that word home with me, home to Africa. I hope and I pray that someday I have a daughter, just so I may name her Namin, No, because it sounds exotic and foreign. It has that thing to it. You'd be like, Trevor, who's that? Oh, this? Oh, it's my baby girl, Namin. It just has it, It's wonderful. Just go back. I bet even greats like Shakespeare would have loved to use that word. They say he invented more words than anyone, but not me. Oh, I bet he's in his grave going, I wish I had. You can see it on one of those great plays on the stages of Manchester and London. Theatre actors just walking out there with their big collars. Ah, yes, Prometheus, and hither doth he come. I am the son of a humble thespian. Nah, mean. That's the magic. That's what I was, man. I was that black. You should have seen me. Just walking around the airport, shouting random things. Brooklyn! I didn't even know where that was. I was super black. Till some guy came up to me and he was like, Oye, papi! Ya llegamos, pecado conocemos. I said, what? He's like, yo, man, we made it, man, we made it. And now that we're here, our kind, we got to stick together, man. Our kind. 18 hours of flying and I still wasn't black. I was Puerto Rican. My dreams were dashed. And I thought it was a once-off, but it's not, Go around on the East Coast, places like Miami. Oh, that's the worst for me. Walk around the streets of Miami and I see people who look exactly like me and, they see me, I see them. We give each other that look of home, like. Guys come up to me, they're like, hey, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué para con los celos? Like, whoa. Yo, I don't speak Spanish, man. Guy was like, what? You don't speak Spanish? I said, no, I don't. He's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. I said, no, I shouldn't be ashamed. It's not my culture. I'm actually South African. He's like, South African? Like you were born there? So yeah, my whole life. He's like, Africa? So yeah, he's like, Africa? So no, the one next to it. Yes, Africa. He's like, oh man, you don't look like you're from Africa, man. So what the hell is that supposed to mean? He's like, I don't know. You look like you grew up in the shade, man. Asshole. Because that's what people expect, isn't it? Yeah, that's what everyone expects. When they hear Africa, that's all they think. Those are the images they see. Say, this next comedian is from Africa. And people think a guy in leopard skin will come running on the stage. Let me tell you monkey jokes. And it's not like that. It's not. I mean, I do have good monkey jokes, but that's not what I'm saying. That's not the point. Everyone has these images of Africa, and it's not your fault as Americans. I understand that as Americans, like, you don't know much about South Africa. I've realized this in my time here. You don't know much about Africa as a whole, which is, you guys don't know much about anything, but that's not your fault. You guys are so big and America-centric, and you don't get outside images. You don't see anything. In fact, in my time in America, the only thing I've seen of Africa is always those ads. Have you seen those commercials? Those UNICEF ads have you seen those? They're asking you for the money. I hate those ads. They don't even warn you that those things are coming on TV. I'm sitting there enjoying myself, watching comedy shows, and the next thing you know, you just see this horrible village. It's just dirty, and there's old rusting buildings, and these sad black people, and I'm looking, I'm like, ooh, where is that? Cleveland? And then a thing comes up, and it's like, Africa. Like, really? Where? And then they show you the starving people, and it's always the same. They've always got the starving look. They always do the pose. They've always got that, like, why haven't you called look. One by one. And they show you these people, and there's a starving mother and a starving child, and it's horrible. And then there's a celebrity. There's always, the most important thing is a celebrity who comes out. And they speak for them. That way we'll understand. And the one I saw was Penelope Cruz. She was the celebrity. She's beautiful. Oh, and she came out, and the starving mother and child were there, and Penelope came out. She was next. Well, she wasn't next to them. It was blue screen. But she wanted to be there. She walked out. She pointed, and she was like, "This is Africa. Did you know every year more than 5 million children in Africa die of waterborne illnesses and diseases that could have been prevented? You can make a difference in this child's life. I know you're sitting at home, and like me, you're saying, but Penelope, I'm so far. What can I do to help?" Well, I'm here to tell you, it's easier than you think. And it's a wonderful message, and she's beautiful. I'm really trying to pay attention to this, but for the life of me, I can't concentrate because I'm watching, and out of the corner of my eye, there's this fly that's just buzzing around. It's buzzing, and she's just ignoring it, and the fly is there on the eye. How does a fly sit on your eye? You see with the thing in the mouth, and I can't concentrate how do they get the fly there every single time? Can somebody tell me this? In every single ad, the fly is there, and it's always in exactly the same place for the entire ad. I can't get a fly to sit still in my kitchen for 4 seconds, and I sneak up really slowly, but they can get the fly to sit there every single time they film. I'm starting to think it's like a trick fly. It's a Hollywood fly, isn't it? One of those trained creatures from Disney. I know what those guys are capable of. I've seen Lassie. A trained fly. They probably got the fly on lockdown. They're ready. They get everybody together. They got the starving people. They're like, okay, we're ready to shoot. Where's the fly? Here, sir. Here, sir. Come on, boy. Get it. And stay. Action. Did you know every year more than 5 million children are starving? Horrible. I hate those ads. I hate the people who make those ads. I mean, there's people starving everywhere in the world. But you can give them a bit of dignity. And I hate the people in those ads as well, because they make Africans look bad. Yeah. And I can say that. You go, oh, but don't hate them, they're starving. No, you know what? I don't care. I really don't. Because people starving everywhere. And I grew up in a black family in Africa. And no matter how poor or hungry we were, we could still do this. I was in New York, right? A whole lot of performances. And then one day, in the middle of a show, my voice disappeared. Out of nowhere. I was talking, and then ESCOM. Now, at first I thought, okay, it's just a small thing.
It's a small thing. It'll go away. But it didn't. It got worse every day. Every day, my voice got worse and worse. Finally, I ended in New York. Was coming back to South Africa through London. So while I was in London, I met a doctor there. Horrible doctor. Because his advice was, maybe you should just keep quiet, Trevor. Yeah? Maybe you should keep quiet. Keep quiet for a few days. And thereafter, what we should do is speak in a confidential voice. Yes? Speak in a confidential voice. That's what he told me to do, speak in a confidential voice. A confidential voice is basically you speaking very softly, very hum. So basically everywhere you go, you talk like this. You know what I mean? This is what you got to do. Basically like white people in the office, you just got to find them. You're not gonna, what's that? No, nothing, we good. Yeah, see you guys at the bra. Don't want those guys. That's a confidential voice. Now the problem with a confidential voice is that you have to lean in when you speak to people, right? And then two things happen. One, I don't know why, but if you speak softly or if you whisper, people will whisper back to you. I don't know why this happens. I went into a shop. I was trying to buy a computer. This guy comes and says, hey, sir, how you doing? You good, man? Are you good? It's like, yes, I just need to buy some computers, please. You looking at some of those laptops over there? I said, yeah, just some of the MacBooks. Said, yeah, well, over here we've got a great range of computers. And what are you doing? Why are you whispering? I'm not whispering. I don't know what you mean. You whispering? Why? It's like I'm injured and now you're limping. What the hell is going on here? The second weird thing that happened was because I was speaking like this, some people thought I was trying to have sex with them. Yeah, it was weird for me at first, and then I realized this actually was happening. The worst incident was when I was visiting friends of mine in Ennerdale, right? And I went to the chicken licking with my boys. We're hanging out. It's a normal day. We're just getting food, you know. We walk up to the counter, the woman's there. She's like, welcome to chicken licking, sir. Can I take your order, please? I said, hi. I would like 4 pieces of chicken, please. She's like, you want some chicken? I'm gonna give you the breasts and the thighs. Now she's chasing me down the street. Do you know how scared I was? Running away, holding my chicken, screaming for help in a confidential voice. Help me, help me, help me. So this clearly didn't help. I come back to South Africa and I meet a doctor here, a voice doctor, who happens to be one of the best in the world. And he does an exam on my voice, finds exactly what I have, hemorrhagic polyp, and he says we have to go in for surgery, which stresses me out. I go, what? We've got to go in for the surgery? He says, yeah, Trevor, that's not helping, just stop doing that. So what do you mean? The doctor says, I don't want to have sex with you, so please stop doing that. We're going in for surgery. Surgery. No, surgery? How scared I was now? Surgery. Was stress. The worst thing about the surgery was the process around the surgery. I wasn't allowed to speak for the week before the surgery. And then after surgery, completely silent for 1 month. Right? Yeah, 1 month. No speaking, no whispering, no humming, no coughing or even sneezing. Nothing. You make no sound, otherwise you'll damage the voice after surgery. Yeah. Which seems easy for the first few days, because you think it's fun. You're like, oh, I'll just keep quiet. I'll just be a mime. Then it gets boring, and then it gets difficult. Because then you start meeting people that know you and they want to have conversations. Fans in the streets, friendly people, you know. White people were the best to meet, I won't lie. Because white people are just like, they're impatient. I like that, you know. Yeah, white people have no time for anything. I've seen this. White people don't like to wait. They're always in a hurry, always something to do. They just come up to me, they're like, hey, Trevor Noah, right? The comedian. Oh, what, you're not talking? Oh, no voice. All right, cheers, bye. Gone. Out of my life, no stress. I loved it. It's great for me. Not so great for white people, though. That's why they pay so much in traffic fines. Yes. No, it's true. If you guys were just more patient, you wouldn't pay half as much, eh? Yeah. Because black people hardly pay anything. Hardly anything at all. Black people get to the traffic thing. You just relax the situation. That's what you do. You just relax everything. You just get there. You know, guy will come to your window. Baba, outkogang seat belt. And you're like, seat belt. Yeah, no seat belt. Hey, seat belt. Yeah, let's license one. License. Hey, ndoda, let's license wena. Bethu license. Seat belt, license. Bethu license, seat belt. Hey, wena. Bethu license. Ish, hamba again. Hamba. Just relax it. I've seen white people at roadblocks. They have no patience. They get angrier at the metro cop. They get so angry. It's like he did something wrong. You see them. They get stopped there. So they say, hey, you were speeding. Oh, bloody hell, man. You guys are everywhere. Nobody can drive anymore in this place, man. Yes, like you guys, every bush. I don't know if it's a bush or a metro cop. What the hell is going on here, man? Yes, like you guys, bloody hell. They should start calling you the flora and fauna police, man. What the hell? Guys in the bloody boat. What are you going to do? Are you going to give me a ticket or something? No, I was just saying, yeah, bloody hell. I mean, just give me the bloody ticket. Just give it to, okay, you want the ticket? I'll give you a ticket now. Give me the damn ticket. Yeah, just give me the bloody ticket. Yeah, go to and your indicator's not working. 5,000. Just bring it down. Just relax. Just be a bit patient. White people have no patience. None. The complete opposite end of the spectrum. And the people I dreaded meeting when I had no voice was Indians. No. Indians are the worst human beings you will ever meet if you're trying to have short conversations. Because I don't know what it is about Indians, but they're the most inquisitive people you will ever come across in your life. Question after question after question after. It's just like a thing in their culture. They've just got to ask questions. Questions. That's why there's no Indian GPS. You wouldn't get anywhere. You would not get anywhere. You'd be fighting with your car. Take me to Woolworths, please. Why you want to go to Woolworths here, boss? Just take me to Woolworths, damn it. Questions and questions. I met a group of Indian guys one day. It was a Saturday morning. These guys see me. They're very cool, you know. The guy's like, hey, Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah. Hey, what kind, brah? How you doing, man? Check this out, Fazil. Hey, Fazil, you know this out, brah? Yeah, the comedian there. Hey, this out. We got all your DVDs there, Trevor. Yeah, we bought them at Fordsburg, man. Hey, man. Hey, brah, you tops, man. You tops, brah. Hey, you killing the charos there, man. Killing us there, brah. When you doing another show, man? What? You're not talking now? You lost your voice. What happened? Hey, boss, how you gonna be a comedian but you don't got a voice, bruh? I'm like, yeah, but you're an Indian without a GTI. I mean... No, but I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Because I couldn't speak, so I thought it. But that guy had me worried, though. How was I going to be a comedian without a voice? You need the voice to do comedy. No voice, no comedy, nothing I can do. I was stressed. It was over. And then I thought, no, you know what, Trevor? It's never over. You commit. You believe. Maybe you'll be the comedian without the voice. Yes. Oh, yeah, you laugh at me. You laugh. But look at Oscar Pistorius. Huh? Look at him. Yes, no legs. No legs. But he didn't let that stop him from becoming a killer. No. Any thoughts on Jon Stewart coming back to that's the greatest thing ever. Are you kidding me? It's like that's like one of the wild, I remember talking to friends about this. I was like, I wonder if John would ever, and it's like, yeah, but you know, John was, and he was like gone for so long, and I was like, will Jon Stewart come back? And then when they said it, I was like, of course, and in the election, you know what it's like? It's like, I love Marvel movies, like, well, not the new ones, but like there was a bunch, when they were still like really good, you know what I mean? And this scene feels like, you know that moment where you don't know that a hero is going to jump into another movie? That's what it sort of feels like. It's sort of like Thor's hammer, you know, in that scene when they're all like fighting, what's his name again? Ring guy. Thanos, thank you. Yeah, Thanos. You know, and you know that scene where the hammer, that's what it felt like John coming back. And he's smart to do once a week. John and I always spoke about this. And like the hardest thing about doing The Daily Show is the fact that it's daily. It really is. It's the hardest thing about it. And John and I would always talk, and we'd be like, man, if only there was a way you could just do like a day of the show. And then like now, I literally messaged him, and then I was like, you son of a b****, you figured it out! You figured it out! God it! Godspeed, Jon Stewart! When I came to New York for the first time, he said to me, he's like, come hang out at the show with me. And so I went to hang out with him, and we had so much fun just bantering. I wasn't supposed to be on the show, by the way. We had so much fun bantering that John was like, come on the show. He's like, let's do something on the show. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, no, let's do something. We'll make it fun. And we did. We made it fun. We had a good time. And then I left. I went back to South Africa. Then I came back. Another time he's like, let's do it again. And I was like, all right, let's do it again. We did it again. And then I left, I went back to South Africa. Then I came back and he's like, let's do it again. And then we did it again. And I was like, oh, this is so much fun. And then he's like, okay, I'm leaving. He's like, I'm leaving. And then he's like, maybe you should do it. And I was like, what? I felt like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was like the weirdest thing ever. I just came for a tour. I just wanted some of the Wonka bars. And then the next thing, I'm like managing the Oompa Loompas. I'm like, I don't know how this works. This is crazy. So we talked about it a lot, you know? Like I call him my Jewish Yoda. That's what like John is. Yeah, because he like guides me and he's like really smart and everything. And so we always talked about like, you know, how hard it is to do something like this. And as you get older, you want to spend more time with your family, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then, and then when I heard this, I was like, yes. And the worst thing is I knew, but then you can't say to the people, you know? So now you're walking around like, There's nothing worse than having a secret that's cool, but you can't say anything because it's still, and then, you know? So I was just like looking at people like, oh. And they're like, what? I'm like, oh, you don't even know. You don't even know. So you're originally from Austin. Okay. All right. So what would you suggest? What's your name, man?
Laurel.
Laurel. Pleasure to meet you, Laurel. So you're from Austin. Where in Austin are you from?
I'm South
South Austin.
Austin.
I like how you just do, I've never been to a place where people do that, by the way. Yeah, you guys just have like compass directions. So if I were in New York and I said to somebody in the audience, where are you from? They'd be like, oh, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from Long Island. I'm from Queens. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from here. People are just like, South. I'm sorry, relative to where we are now, or what do you mean? I'm from South. It's like, you know, we have names for places now. You don't have to have that old time mentality anymore. People act like they're still on horse and carriage. What part of town do you live in, partner? I live south. Literally, it's just like, and I've learned there's inflections to them. So people be like, south, they say it like that. And then like east, people draw it out. They'd be like, oh, you're in east? And then I'm like, I don't know what happens in east, but I don't think I like it. Okay, so what would you recommend, Laurel from South? What am I trying to do? Something interesting, something that I couldn't do anywhere else other than Austin. Something to see, something to experience. What would you recommend? Barton Springs. Okay. What is Barton Springs? It's a natural spring. Ooh, I like that. Yes, as opposed to unnatural springs. I wonder what that would be. Right? It's like a toxic waste dump. I don't know where the water comes from, but it's great. It really is. Plus this third arm is handy for washing my back. So it's a natural spring. And do people still go into it? Yeah, you go in, clothed or unclothed? You wear a bathing suit. Okay, typically. So some people do not. I like the two of you. Like, I love this because you are telling me all the information and then you've got two people next to you and they're just doing hand signs. So I was like, clothed or unclothed? And he was like, and then I was like, do they do so? And then she was like, Okay, so it depends on, all right. Does it depend on the day? Are there like more nude people on certain days, or it just depends on me? Like me as Trevor, like if I'm there, then it changes? Oh, just as a person. Oh, I thought you were like, Trevor, you have the power. Oh, that would have been exciting. I would have been there tomorrow like, hey, take that off. Laurel says so. Okay, I'm gonna Barton Springs. I will do that. Is it open every day? Do you pay to go into it, or is it just like you pay, and then if I say I'm from Austin, I'll get in cheaper. Okay. I like how confident you just said that. So you're like, just say you're from Austin, get in cheaper. I think something would give me away, sir. They'd be like, you're from Austin? I'd be like, yes. Can you not tell by my accent? They'd be like, what part of Austin are you from? I'd be like, very south. Very, very south. Oh, that's fun. I like that suggestion, Laurel. All right. So you're originally from here. Who's this gentleman next to you?
This is my boyfriend, Benjamin.
This is your boyfriend, Benjamin. Hey, how you doing, boyfriend, Benjamin? You doing good? Yeah. How long have you two been together? About 9 years. Ooh, I like that. You still got like that cozy thing. You've got your bodies mirroring each other. You both got your legs at the same angle, smiling, having fun. Oh, this is good. This is good. Where are you from originally, Benjamin?
Kingsville, Texas.
Kingsville, Texas. Oh, you got a fan. One fan. Why did you want to live in Austin, Texas? What was it about Austin, Texas that Kingsville didn't give you? Every thing. The way he said that was amazing. He's like, everything. Trevor, they got everything out here. They got water, they got lights, they got electricity, they got cars. Okay, well, good for you. Good for you. Congratulations. When's your anniversary coming up? It's 9 years. When does it become 10? Wait, why are you choosing it? That was fascinating. I said, when does it come? You were both like, Like, when do we want it to be 10 years? Like, that was a weird... You were so I said, how long have you been together? You were both like, 9 years. And then I said, when is the 10th? And you were like, Is there gonna be a 10? How does 10 work? What is that? What was that delay? You don't really know? What do you mean you don't really know? You don't really know when 10 comes? What?
We're never quite sure upon the date.
Oh, you never sure about the date. Okay, I understand. Oh, I thought you were just like, we're not sure in general. Okay, I was like, this is more conversation for therapy than comedy. Okay, you're not sure about, but is there a month that you celebrate? December. So 10 years would be December. Oh, so you just got to 9. Okay, congrats. Do you have anything planned for, like, is there a way you celebrate the anniversary that isn't on a specific day? I mean, that is a lot of fun, because, like, you can never forget it. That is cool. Like, any day in December, you can just turn around and be like, happy anniversary. That's a pretty cool way to do it, actually, you know? You've got 31 days, Benjamin. 31 days. That's a good, like, hit rate. You know what I mean? And there's days that remind you as well. Like, when you see Santa, you're like, oh, Laurel. Hey, honey.
Next one's gonna be butt stuff.
Next one's gonna be?
Next one's gonna be butt stuff.
Butt stuff? Oh, man. I love how you said that with the biggest grin on your face. You were like, the next one's gonna be butt stuff. Butt stuff. Oh, that's cool, Benjamin. I like how excited you are for that, Benjamin. You really are. So Laurel's just gonna be there butt stuffing you. You'll be like... If there's one thing I miss about Zambia, it's how friendly the people were. Standard. Everywhere you went, people had a smile on their face. People were willing to talk to you. Just had this vibe to them, you know? It's something I feel like we've lost in South Africa. As part of our culture, we used to be a friendly nation. We used to be a people of smilers, a people of talkers, you know? Now we've got that thing, that anger, that distrust when we look at one another. I don't know what happened, but we've just lost it. You know, you see it with the workers in this country. They're so angry. You see how angry they are? All the workers. All of them on strike. You know, we've had over 99 strikes in this country this year alone. 99 strikes, costing us billions. All different sectors. National mine workers, union of metal workers, petrol attendants. Yeah, petrol attendants. They threatened to burn the petrol stations down. We'll burn them to the ground with our petrol bombs. We just need someone to pour petrol for us because we're on strike. Murphy's Law, eh? Everyone was on strike. But there's one strike in particular that got to me. City Power. You see that? The illegal strike of City Power that left thousands of households in Johannesburg without electricity. One household in particular got to me. The house of Nelson Mandela. There was no electricity at the house of Nelson Mandela. In the middle of the night, out of nowhere. You know how horrible that must have been? Lights, and the next thing. Nelson Mandela doesn't need electricity for his big screen TV, people. Nelson Mandela needs that electricity because he has machines keeping him alive. That man is critical but stable. I don't know what that means. The government told me. Because it's an oxymoron. Critical but stable. How's Bafana doing? They are losing but winning. I had to try and explain that to my grandmother. Do you know how hard that was? Because my grandmother doesn't get bamboozled easily. Yeah. She asked me, she said, Trevor, how is Mandela doing? But she asked me like I know him. I'm like, oh, he's okay, Gogo. I mean, he's critical but stable. She's like, critical but stable. Critical but stable. What does that mean? Before I can answer, my uncle walks in the room, drunk, as always. Comes straight to us, goes, critical but stable. That's me every weekend. Who is this man? But no electricity at the house of Nelson Mandela, guys. And you know what's sad? Is this is the second time we've let him down. Second time. The first time was with the ambulance. Do you remember this? Yeah. Nelson Mandela got a lung infection. Needed to go to hospital. An ambulance picked him up from his home and then got stuck on the side of the highway for 4 hours. 4 hours. How is that even possible? I have so many questions, so many things I don't understand. For instance, why was Nelson Mandela even in an ambulance? Huh? Couldn't we get a helicopter for him? Can't we get a helicopter? He's old. Get him a helicopter. Can't we afford it? I mean, his face is on our money. I'm sure we can do something. Huh? We can't get him that. We can't get him a helicopter. We can organize for the Guptas to land jets, but we can't get Mandela a helicopter. This is what we're saying. In fact, why not phone the Guptas? Phone them. Yeah. Phone them. I'm sure they'd be there in a second. They'd be like, hey, Atil, can you come and fetch this guy? Yeah, I'll be there with his Gupta swag. That's not the airplane, that's the sound he makes when he walks around. And then Jacob Zuma rides on his back. Basta, basta. Huh? This is us, guys. Nelson Mandela. Second question I have. Why was there only one ambulance? No backup ambulance? No support cars? Nothing? Ministers in parliament have 4 to 7 cars with them everywhere they go. They've got a little blue light brigade, causing chaos on the roads. Multiple people have been killed by them, crashing into cars, because they're always in a hurry, always in a hurry, always in a hurry. Why are you in a hurry? And why do you have bodyguards? I don't understand. I mean, some people, yes. President, give him bodyguards. Yeah, fine. Minister of Finance, it's our money. Bodyguards, bodyguards. Yeah. But there's some ministers where we're just wasting money now. Huh? Minister of Agriculture. Why are you even in a hurry? No, you've got the slowest portfolio. Where are you going? Nothing happens in agriculture in a hurry. Nothing. There's no drought starting at 4. Why are you in a hurry? Eh? And why do you have bodyguards? Who's trying to kill you? The cabbage mafia? Eh? No, guys. Just sit in the traffic and shut up. Stop wasting our money. Give Nelson Mandela that motorcade. That's what he needs. Stuck for 4 hours, people. You know how terrifying that must have been for the ambulance driver? He knows who's in the back. You wouldn't want Nelson Mandela dying on your watch. He's there panicking hour after hour, nobody coming to help. Finally tried to do something himself. I'm sure he just got up there. He was like, da-da, da-da, da-da. Mandela's there like, Saint Peter, is that you? Just, no, Tata, it's me. It's Piwe. Oh, that's BEE in heaven. Eh? No, Tata, no. We're still here. We're in the ambulance, Tata. The ambulance is stuck. Damn it. Oh, so are they sending another one? Hey, that's the thing, Tata. We've been here for hours. Nothing has happened, eh? So I was thinking maybe we should hitchhike. Huh? Man, you are killing me, man. Tata, what can we do? Okay. Help me up. They get up. There they are on the side of the highway. Nelson Mandela and Piwe trying to get a lift from people. Spewer's on one side, panicking. Mandela's on the other side, hitchhiking. Nobody's stopping. Spewer's there. Tata, they're not stopping. They'll never stop for black people. Like, yeah, and those are the black people. Because we don't stop anymore. I wouldn't stop. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't stop. I'd see Nelson Mandela, but I wouldn't stop. No, because for the life of me, I would not begin to believe that the man standing on the side of the road hitchhiking is Nelson Mandela. I'd see him, I'd be driving past, I'd be like, hey, that guy looks like Nelson Mandela. Look, guys, look, that guy looks exactly like Nelson Mandela. Yo, it looks like him, man, looks like, but I wouldn't stop. Yeah. Not because of time. I'd even have time. I'd have time to make a U-turn, in fact. I'd make a U-turn. I'd go back around. You gotta see him. You gotta look at him. He's amazing. He looks exactly like Nelson Mandela. You're gonna see him, man. You're gonna see him. We'd drive past there slowly. Look at him. Yo, he looks exactly like Nelson Mandela. And that guy's even got the face, he's got the hair, he's even got the shirt, looks like Nelson Mandela. I wouldn't stop. I'd even go home and fetch family before I stop. I'll be there, Mom, come, get in. Isaac, come. Oh, we're going to get a PlayStation. No PlayStation for you. Shut up. Get in the car. We're going to fetch Nelson Mandela. Bloody hell, we'd be driving around there. I'd be like, everyone, you must look at him. You must go to slow down. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to look at it. We'd slow right down, roll down the windows. Hello? I'd be like, please, he even sounds like Nelson Mandela. But I wouldn't stop. Nobody stops. Culture of distrust. Back in the day, people used to hitchhike in South Africa. Yeah. I remember people used to hitchhike from Durban to Johannesburg. They'd be there on the side of the road. Yeah, people picking them up. Now, nobody. Nobody stops for anybody. Even Metro Police, you're like, hey! Nobody stops. I bet even babies couldn't hitch a ride. Be on the side of the road in their diapers then. No one stops. Be like, hey, you don't stop for them. You never, ever stop for them. Yeah, you think it's a baby, hey? You think it's a baby. Yeah, they look like babies. And then you stop, and then like a man pops out, hey? Yeah, happened to my friend Gladys, hey? You don't take chances. We've become a culture of distrusting, angry people. That's who we are. Everyone's angry. Weird angriness as well, in places where it shouldn't be. I was in Checkers the other day. I'm just shopping. It's a normal experience, you know? I get to the cashier, and those people are so angry. Like, I don't know what Checkers does to their employees, but they're clearly not enjoying it. Because I get to the till, she doesn't greet me, she doesn't even look at me. She just pushes a little conveyor belt thing. All my groceries pull up, she's then like, doot, 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 doot. They look at you like your dad invented the barcode. Doot. Doot, 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 doot. Then they look at you and ask you that question like you kill baby panda bears for a living. Plastic. No, bye. Thank you. No, I'll just, no, thank you. Yeah. They're so angry. And they look angry because they've drawn their eyebrows on. And that permanent scowl. I don't understand that trend in fashion, to be honest with you. Why would you shave your eyebrows off and then draw them back on where they were? It's weird, but look, I also commend it, you know, that level of commitment has to be commended. Because I don't understand how anyone can commit to one expression for the entire day. Like, how do you choose that expression? Do you just work on how you feel in the morning? Is that what you do? You just wake up, be like, I'm feeling angry, yeah! What if something good happens? Something good. You can't even, you'd be like, yeah, Tembi, you won the lotto. Yeah. You don't look happy. I just can't show it. I'll draw it tomorrow. Why would you? So angry. We become angrier and angrier. Almost more focused on the negative aspects of race. We used to be the rainbow nation. Now the colors are going their separate ways.